And so it says in verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Whatever that image is, that's creepy. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. What does that mean? It means slaves. There's going to be slavery in the tribulation. I don't like slavery, but there's going to be people in bond, people who are enslaved during that time, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. A score is 20, so 3 score is 60. So it's 666.
In simplest terms, a brain-computer interface is a device that senses brain activity, specifically your intention to move your hand, and sends that information out of the head and gets translated so that it can drive a computer. The combination of Barrow and Neuralink was an ideal match because you have one of the best and most trusted brands in neurosurgery coming together with one of the leading companies in neurotechnology, and together the powers of both are just enormous. We started learning about how Neuralink put their technology together, and we're really excited about that. I just realized that the time was now.
I was working at a summer camp. I didn't dive into the water. I didn't jump off anything super high. I had hit my head somewhere along the way, I guess, and immediately I knew I was paralyzed.
Nolan had a tragic accident. He lost his ability to move his arms and legs and became completely dependent on others, including his parents.
I'd been following Neuralink ever since he got announced, and the day that human trials opened up, I gave Nolan a call.
And Nolan seemed very, very excited about it, and he was really excited that if he could benefit anybody in any way, he thought, let's go for it.
This trial needed somebody just like Nolan. So many people think about this device as something that's scary, and Nolan stepped up. He demonstrated that this was not something to be feared, but something that would change lives in a positive way.
He just got pushed right through the entire process and got selected as the first candidate within a couple of months.
It's very exciting stuff, and I'm really happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy that they chose me.
That's an amazing gift that Nolan has given humanity, to step forward first and make it easier for everyone else who's following. On the day of Nolan's surgery, there was incredible energy here at Barrow. There were people coming from all corners of the world, from the top of Neuralink to the top of Barrow, and all of us were focused like lasers on this operation and getting this device into Nolan's brain safely so that this could make history. When I first met Nolan, it became obvious that he was the guy for this. He was brave, he had no fear about the procedure, he wanted to help humanity.
Hey, what's up?
He's a happy person, he has a great sense of humor, he connects easily with people. I can only imagine what it must have felt like for Nolan to see the activity of his brain flashing on the computer screen. For us, it was like we were unlocking this secret language that never before we had access to.
In day one of being able to get cursor control, he beat the world record.
When I see Nolan driving that cursor with his thoughts, it's pure magic. In the days and weeks that were to follow, Nolan was going to undergo this incredible transformation where his control of his world was through a mouth stick poking away at a computer screen. Going from that to having his intentions, how he would want to move his hand if he could, drive the cursor and control his world.
The things that I'm able to do on this computer now should not be possible with me in my situation. I was playing a video game with my buddies from college. Not only was I able to play with them, but I beat them in a game based on speed.
What we've accomplished with Nolan is really just the first step. What waits for us ahead is so much more. The trial gives new autonomy and restored hope to Nolan, and for us, it gives this incredible opportunity to understand the workings of the human mind.
I'm very optimistic about what BCI could mean to humanity. We're really hoping to help those with terrible spinal cord injury be able to get their digital autonomy back.
What this trial has shown us is that there is something more that we can do for these patients. We can help them take back control of their own lives.
The most cutting-edge thing about Hannes Huerblad isn't the phone in his hand. It's the microchip actually in his hand. The tiny implant is the latest advance in a biohacking technology that is steadily becoming a part of normal life in Sweden.
We have created a new implant, which is not a chip, it's a full device where you can add different lights, different vibration, different functions. Sweden is a very tech-literate society. And I think this is the main explanation, really, why a lot of Swedes are adopting chip implants.
Swedes haven't been shy about upgrading themselves with the new version. Thousands already have microchip implants that they use in their daily lives, waving their hand to gain entrance to the gym, confirm their ID or make payments. A short moment of pain not putting them off becoming part Swede, part machine.
This event is an implant party, simply where ordinary people can show up and get a microchip embedded under their skin. The biohacking movement in Sweden is hosting them all over Europe, but it's at home where they get the most willing recipients.
I think it's really cool. You don't have to carry any keys or anything. It's just your body. In maybe 10 years, everything will be in your hand.
In Sweden more than anywhere else, the future is already here. The national train company SJ has around 2,600 people signed up to use microchips instead of train tickets.
Did you see that?
And no need to mind the generation gap. 18-year-old Felicia and father Magnus still bear the scars of their new implants. Student Hannah Herving is also freshly chipped and now just needs to program it to open doors. Although importantly for a future career, it does already connect to her LinkedIn.
Some people say I'm mad that I don't know if it's safe and all that, but people have been putting these chips into animals for 20 years, so I'm not worried about that.
The long-term goal is for the new chips to help provide medical care in remote communities. They're already getting under the skin of the Swedes and may soon become just another normal part of modern life and of the human body. Paul Rees, Al Jazeera, Lund, Sweden.